Writing is what I wanted to do, and I'm sure it's what you all want to do. It's what we do. So you say you're going to keep going, you're going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing this. The unfortunate thing is life got in the way again. So 10 years passed, still no second novel. And I finally said to myself, if I'm going to do this, if I'm really, really going to do this thing that 12-year-old me wanted to do, then I need to get my act in gear. Because I'm not getting any younger. I mean, I thought I would, but somehow it didn't work that way. And I said, okay, I need to do something about this. What can I do? I needed to carve more time out of my day. So I started sleeping less, getting up early. I would write for 2 hours before I went to work. In the evenings when I could, I would write in the evenings. On weekends, wherever I could get the time, I would write then until I got that next book done. So I got book number 2 done, very excited, got it into working shape, got my list of agents together, got my killer query letter together, started sending it out again, and they came in the back just like before, and it goes into the drawer with the other one. So now I've got 2 drawer novels that nobody wants, but that's okay. I was prepared this time because I knew what the experience was like. I knew what happened last time, and I knew I wasn't gonna, no matter what, I wasn't gonna let it stop me. So I had already started writing book number 3 at this point. And so I'm writing book number 3, and I'm actually really liking book number 3. I can tell that my abilities have been improving, which naturally are going to occur, right? When you're playing baseball, the first time you don't go out to play baseball, you're not playing, for the Yankees or anything. So surprisingly, I was getting better. And I was really enjoying it. So I finished this book and I'm going, this is really good. I really like this. I felt really good about this one. Get my agent list together, write my killer query, start sending it out. And this time I start getting a few nibbles. More than a few nibbles, several nibbles, but nothing more than nibbles. And at the end of my list, nobody took it. And I was really disappointed this time because this one I really felt good about. Still, I've got to keep moving, reluctantly put it into the drawer with the other ones. And I was already starting to plan out book number 4 at this point. So I'm working on the plan for book number 4, and an interesting thing happens. I ran into a friend of mine who I used to be in a writer's group with. And he had some success. He had a couple books out with Random House, and at that time had started publishing with a small LA press called Ugly Town. And which is it's a funny name, but they were actually at the time were a very prestigious little small press. And he said to me, we got to talking, and I told him about my problems with this 3rd book, and how I was really disappointed. And he said, you know what? Send the boys at Ugly Town your manuscript, and I'll let them know what's coming. And I said, send them my full manuscript? He said, yeah, just send them your full manuscript. So the next day I sent my manuscript off, of course. Now, though I had learned my lessons, I did not put any faith in anything happening at that point. I said, okay, I'm sending it off. It's in the back of my mind. I need to keep moving forward because I can't assume that anything is going to happen. I need to keep making something new. If I'm going to do this, it's going to be a matter of sheer willpower to get me into the publishing ranks. So I go back to working on book number 4, and 10 months pass. Now in 10 months, Ugly Town that's been put into the back of my mind is now completely out of my mind. If you would ask me what had happened, I would have probably said, well, they must have thrown it away or it never got there. It's just not going to happen. 10 months gone. I'm working away. I'm getting close to starting my revisions on number 4. I'm very excited about it. It's something very different than anything I've written before, and I'm really liking it too. And then I get this email that obviously I'm one of several recipients of the email, but it's from Ugly Town, and the email read, sorry for the delayed response. We have your manuscript. We will contact you in a month. I'm going, well, that's not a no. It's not a yes either, but it's not a no. And it was nice. I let myself kind of celebrate for a few seconds, and then I said, well, I'll probably not hear from them, or it'll just be a no anyway. But nonetheless, got to keep moving. Back to the book. Writing. A month passes. Christmas, nothing. 6 weeks, nothing. 7 weeks. I'm sitting at the Starbucks I used to go to, at the table I used to sit, doing my final polish on book number 4. This is, I think, January 16th, 2003. And all of a sudden my phone rings. I don't recognize the number, but I pick it up anyway. I go, hello? hi, can I speak to Brett? And I go, this is Brett, which was naturally what I would say. And he goes, hi, this is Jim from Uglytown. Now, I'm pretty sure I had a dramatic pause at that point. But I said, well, hi, Jim, what can I do for you? For the next 10 minutes, Jim kind of starts talking about my story with me, about what he liked, about what he thought could be improved on. And I'm sitting there listening to him, and I'm answering a few questions. And finally I say, wait. Are you saying you're going to buy my novel? And now this time it was him who paused. Jim, we'll say Jim. It's just Jim who paused. He goes, well, yeah, I'm going to buy your novel. I have no idea what the rest of the conversation was. I don't even remember driving home that night. The next thing I remember is the next day when I'm telling all my friends and family I have a publishing deal. Very excited, so excited it finally happened. Yes, Uglytown is a small press, but it's a very prestigious press. I'm not going to get into a lot of places, but I am going to be published. 2003, yes. So we're going to skip forward now to July, same year. Uglytown has decided they're going to fast track this book. It's going to come out in October. My God, it's only a few months away. October, I'm so excited. My book's coming. I've been doing all these revisions with them and getting it in real tip-top shape. They've come up with this great cover. It's all very exciting. I have a few questions I need to ask them, so I send them off an email, and I don't get a response. So I send off another email, and I still don't get any response. So I call them. 2 weeks go by with no response. And then finally in early August, I get a call, not only from Jim, but Jim and his partner, Tom. And they're very contrite, and they say, we're so sorry to give you this, to tell you this, but this distributor that we've been using for a long time has gone bankrupt, owing us thousands of dollars. And as a small press, that's the nail of death. So they had to suspend operations. They were canceling almost all of their production schedules, all except for my novel. But they weren't going to bring it out in October, or they were going to postpone it until the spring, hopefully. Oh. Now, when I heard that, I could tell it was like 5% that it was even going to happen. Now, I could have, again, just given up at that point and spiraled out of control and gone into a deep depression, and I may have for like about 30 seconds or a minute. Okay, it was 5. But I knew that I couldn't let that stop me. So what I did was I realized that I had a job to do, and my job from that point forward was to convince Tom and Jim to publish my book, whether it's in the spring or the next year or whatever. Do everything I can to keep them involved and motivated in my book. I don't remember everything I did, but I do remember the most important thing I did was I came up with this like around 30-page marketing plan. It was detailed and really neatly put together. I worked at in the graphics department, so it looked really good. I got friends' help. And I don't even know if it was really that good of a marketing plan in and of itself, but it was the best thing I could do. And they were really impressed. And I think it helped a lot in what happened next.